This particular episode is deeply suspicious because it gives rise to doubts as to whether there is indeed a nexus between people at the NTA and the coaching institutes, at least some people at the NTA and the coaching institutes, because how can a government body's work, a press release, be a work of blatant plagiarism? Because this came within hours of BJP leader Subramanian Swamy pointing to the role of a business mafia that made students feel all the more uneasy. And curiously enough, as I said, the NTA press release is not signed by any official, any functionary of the NTA. From what I told you just now, one of these things could have happened. Okay, either the work of drafting the press release was outsourced by the NTA to a non-government functionary, but instead of the NTA putting it out first and the person sharing thereafter, something went wrong with the coordination and the other person ended up putting out the press release or the note out first. Point number two, the possibility number two. NTA drafted the press release but shared it with the coaching institute before releasing it. Possibility number three, both NTA and this particular coaching institute think alike. Possibility number four, NTA saw the note on the social media handle of this gentleman from the coaching institute and decided to copy it, making some minor changes and additions. Possibility number five, and to my mind, this is the most dangerous. An outside person has access to NTA's internal system and its documents. We do not know which of these five is really the one which happened on Friday. But let this be said that none of these five scenarios actually inspire confidence, and the NTA, in the best interest of the institution, the magnificent institution that it is, would do well to clarify on what really happened vis-a-vis this press release. Thank you very much for watching.